I have a question. Why do ducks need water? Besides that they're called waterfowl, but why do they need water? And why do they need so much? And I'm not the only one who's asked that question. This week on Lilac Oaks Farm, we're going to discuss why ducks need water. We're not going to get too scientific. We're just going to talk about what we do here at Lilac Oaks Farm to make sure our ducks have water and to try to be not so messy. How's that? Hi everyone, welcome back to Lilac Oaks Farm. I am Renee and I am the lover of all things duck and cow, actually, even though I don't have a cow. Here on our farm, we have mostly chickens and ducks. I do want to expand. I do raise feeder pigs, but this year we just finished butchering the 3. I didn't do any video on it just because it was time consuming, actually. We had 3 of them and there's just me and my husband. So we do want to expand, and that's going to just take some time, patience, and money, which all, as you know, are in short supply lately. But my main focus here on this farm is heritage duck and chicken. So not all chicken are heritage. I do have some that are actually hybrids, and that is because they produce eggs that I sell just out our front door. So I'm all about sharing what we've learned about growing our own food, whether it's plant or animal. So now that spring's here, soon I'll be getting all you guys caught up on what's going on with the gardens. So in this week's episode, as you already know, we're going to be talking about duck and water and what we do to help our ducks to make sure that they have all the water and the mess to goes with it. And this is what we do here for our birds. You don't have to. Everyone is different, and that's what's great. We can share what we've learned, what works for us, and what doesn't work for us. I do have something to say before we start really delving deep into why ducks need water and they're getting impatient. But I am not an expert at ducks or whatever. This is just stuff that I have learned over the years, and I wanted to share it with you. So please remember, I don't know everything, because like anybody else, I have to Google things too. I have some books. I've put links below about some of the books, and just share what I've learned about these wonderful, wonderful little brats. They are my babies, but they're still trouble making brats. So the first thing why ducks need water is for survival. They need it so they can stay hydrated and regulate their body temperatures, just like you and I. We need to drink ice cold water when we're hot, helps us cool down, and it helps keep us hydrated. So they're kind of just like us, except they have feathers and lay eggs. They also need it for eating. Unlike the chicken, the duck actually needs to mix the water with the commercial grain or anything that they're eating in order to make it mushy and they can swallow it easier. Also, they do use it for in the mud. You see and that's because they actually filter feed. So they eat 2 different ways. One way is with the commercial grain, which is where they need to make it mushy and easier to swallow. And then there's when they're out free ranging and there's mush, it's easier for them to filter it through their bill. That is why here on our farm, I try to make sure I have water everywhere. There's usually a little thing of water because my ducks do free range, and I want to make sure that they have ample water to wash down whatever they've just gobbled. The next thing why ducks need water is the health and wellness of them in general. Just like you and I, we need to take a bath so we can get clean. Well, they need the same thing. Not like chickens, where chickens can use dirt. I don't know how that cleans them, but anyway, they use dirt to dust bath to get all the parasites off and to be able to clean any feathers or whatever. That's what chickens like to do. So ducks, they like to use the water, just like you and I, minus the soap, just so they can get rid of any parasites, clean off any dead feathers, plus they can put a fresh coat of oil on because they're playing with their oil glands. Another reason is for the eye care. Their eyes and nose, I've said it before, eyes and nose, their eyes and nostril. They need to keep their eyes, they have extra eyelids. You need to keep those moistened and clear along with their nostrils. So it's important that they have enough water to dip their head in. So whether it's a couple inches or 5 inches, however big the bird is. Like I said, I wasn't gonna get scientific, but they can get sick. And they can cause a lot of other damages because their eyelids might not open, or they'll get what is called foamy eye, which is where their eyes just aren't getting cleared enough and they end up with this foam that just comes out, and you have to use Visine. You can use Visine for that, because I have, to clean that up. It takes a bit. Just an example of what can happen if they don't have enough water to keep their eyelids clean and nostrils. Also, then it helps in the summer to have a pool or some type of water for them to get to, is so they can regulate their body temperature in the summer, as we all like to go swimming. So that ducks, but even though ducks are like synonymous with water, because they were made for being on the water. They love water so much. They love to have fun, splash, submerge themselves, and you can see duck butts. They tried to do it in the pool. It's funny, they can't really, but that is why ducks and water go together. So another thing is for behavior and enrichment for the duck itself. It's their happiness, it's in their DNA. The water is just a part of them. They have fun swimming, their social interactions are in swimming, they play. Everything for the duck is related to the water. It's just that simple. Duck equals water, that's all there is. They use it for mating, they use it for flirting. Like I said, there's so much to water and the duck. And yes, it is quite messy. You can use a smaller container, but they need to be able, they love to swim, and that helps give them exercise, and it stimulates all that. Just like if you wanted to go out and play, it stimulates all that in your brain, and you feel much better and tired, and then you take a nap. Well, unless you're 2 and you're really hyper, then you're not going to. Yeah, Maggie. Overall, ducks need access to clean water that is so essential to their behavior and mental well-being. They can survive short periods without water, but it will quickly lead to stress, illness, and discomfort, which I explained earlier. You can get, one of the things is called foamy eye, which can be induced also by stress and lack of being able to clean their eyes. So if you keep ducks as pets or want to, ensure that they have access to clean water all the time, and just deep enough if you can, just for bathing, drinking, and playing. And remember, they don't need, like I do, and this is mine. These are my birds, and I'm the one who spoils them rotten. I'm the one who makes sure they have tubs everywhere. Even in the winter, they have access constantly, and it's a lot of work, and I'm not expecting everybody to do what I do. Some places are lucky and they have a pond. I don't. I only have a few pools, and believe me, it takes me about 2 hours in the summer because I want them to make sure that they have water all day, and they will drain those pools rather quickly. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below what you like to do for your ducks. And as always, I will see you in the next one.